Monday morning, we are in the Show Me Kitchen, bringing you that motivation to reach for those healthy snack options. And now snacking can be both healthy and delicious with Biltong Billy. The South African air-dried meat snack has 0% carbs, 0% sugars, and 30% more protein than your typical jerky. So here to share more, we have the husband and wife duo, Gio and Olivia.
Hello.
Thank you both so much for joining us
Thank you
today.
for having us.
Thank you so much.
I'm especially excited to chat about this. I think the first thing is that people want to know about is the difference between this and jerky.
Yes.
Yeah.
So typically there's 3 ways to eat meat, right? So we
Yes.
can either eat it raw, we can have it cooked and you add your sugars and your carbs, you put it in the oven, you kind of pull it out after 12 hours and you put it in the bag, that's jerky.
Yes.
And then what we got here in front of us is more of an air-dried, dehydrated version of meat. So
Okay.
that's why the biltong is kind of the definition of air-dried, dehydrated meat.
Okay.
So what we got here, and again, like you mentioned, we have the 0 sugars, the 0 carbs,
Yes.
we have the 30 to 50% more protein.
Wow.
The reason we can hold that much protein and all the natural creatine is because we dehydrate it and we don't add those carbs and sugars.
Okay, wonderful. And this is something that you've really brought to the USA, correct?
That is correct.
Yeah,
yes.
so we actually started Biltong Billy when we were living in Atlanta, Georgia. We were newlyweds living in a tiny little apartment. Gio was like, I want to start making biltong, so we went to the store and bought a little plastic bin and some little computer fans and started making it. Started selling it to the rugby team, the rugby community there, and really just kind of took off.
It
Yep.
took
So,
off.
yeah,
So, and I
really
love that.
exciting.
You really can't find it really anywhere else.
That's correct, yeah. So pretty much, you know, the longevity of biltong has only
Yeah.
been around the US probably since 2017.
Wow.
So we've only got about 6 years of pretty much market research around the product.
Yeah.
So that's why it's so exciting for us to be around this right now, because not only is the city of St. Louis so supportive of small businesses, you know, so supportive about just growing in general as a city,
Yeah.
and for us to be here present in that moment with a great product that is very nutritious and got that taste value.
Yeah.
It's a
It's
great
exciting
place
for
to
us.
be. Yep.
Yeah.
I know you had mentioned that you chose St. Louis because of how they support those small businesses.
Yes,
That is correct.
absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, so now you're partnered both nationally and locally. I want to make sure we chat about that.
Yes, so you know, we got to go back to almost when we started this.
Yeah.
So in Atlanta, we got to give Atlanta a shout out, right?
Yeah,
ATL.
shout out to Atlanta. That's our roots.
So I mean, yeah, definitely the Major League Rugby has played a big part in us. I mean, all the rugby players have been so supportive of us
Yeah.
around. I've been a rugby player myself.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I was here and brought to America.
They were
That's
really kind of what got it going for us because
Yeah.
it just became so popular with
so
the
popular with the
team.
rugby
Yeah.
community and the international students, and then it kind of just blew up. Once we moved here, it was more of just this kind of the city just kind of picked up on it, and they
So,
were like,
yeah.
you know, what is this new snack?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden we caught ourselves now in the Major League Soccer Stadium. We have to kind of shout out Jared Phillips and Brad Cornell, the head
Yeah.
coach and strength and conditioning coach,
Oh
for
my
helping us out.
goodness. Yeah.
So we are feeding right now. We're feeding pretty much all the athletes, all the staff members in the MLS training center, and then we are also partnered up with the Pitch Tavern that just opened up on the corner there.
Really
Wonderful.
exciting.
Fantastic
Yeah.
and really exciting. What a fantastic idea that they have. You can
Yeah.
watch any live sports at any given moment around the world.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's
really cool.
fantastic. And then we are locally connected with the MSC Racing Series
Okay.
Triathlon. We got the USA Triathlon that's
Yeah.
kind of committed to us as well this year in August. And we're just working with nutritious brands and people that are looking for this type of snack.
Yeah, and if it's convincing when you hear all these athletes are wanting it, I want it. Sign me up. Okay, why don't we try some and kind of
Yes.
chat through the
Try some.
difference of what we're
Yes.
looking at here.
Perfect. So on the far right, we
Yes.
have the more of the spicy Billy.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the middle, we got what South Africans call droewors,
Okay.
but is the Slim Jim version, the American Slim
Like
Jim.
sausage sticks.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we've got the traditional flavor on the left. We would love if you tried all 3.
Okay, I definitely will. Okay, so we're gonna try it.
That's more of the spicy.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, I really like that.
Yeah.
good, huh?
Good.
It's got a nice little kick to it.
It does.
Yes.
Yep.
And the great thing about it too is you taste that tenderness to it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the great thing is we don't actually, you know, marinate the meat in spice or hot sauce.
Yeah.
We just add the South African hot spice that we have. It's a
Oh
more
my
of a tradition.
gosh, no,
So-
that's delicious.
Yeah, exactly.
I could be snacking on that all day long.
All day.
And you know, I've been working on my protein intake. That's what they
There
say.
you go. That's
Every woman, they're
perfect.
like, eat more protein, more
Yeah.
protein. So this is what I need.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
That's what I
And-
snack on.
And you know, we got about 32 grams of protein per bag. And because of the 0 sugars and 0 carbs,
Yeah.
you can eat 4, 5, 6
Yeah.
bags of this. It's fantastic.
Oh my gosh, this is
Yep.
really good.
Yep.
This
Yep.
is really good. And
Yep.
I'm not even a big jerky person.
Yep.
So I could say this is different and it's better.
100%. And just to tell you guys, we've done 108 farmers markets locally, and we have people that don't generally even eat meat come to
Yeah.
us and start purchasing from us, saying this is fantastic.
Look at me, I'm going to town. I'm going to town. Okay, where can people find you?
Yes, so
Perfect. Yeah, so you guys can find us online. We do have an online website, Biltong Billy, and then we're also at the Pitch Tavern.
Yep.
And then we're also in United
Provisions. We are working with Global Food Store as well. We've got some gas stations right now that we're working with locally.
Cool.
So we're trying to get the name out there. We're trying to get retailers trying to understand and know that we're here today.
Yep.
And I'm probably going to eat this whole platter. So if you don't believe this is good, now you have to, because it's through this entire interview I've had the whole thing.
There you go.
It's delicious. Thank you so much for joining us today. Now I have a full mouth.
Much.
We loved having you on here and just sharing your gifts and your talents. We're so glad you chose St. Louis.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, what a fun city and what a fun product, and I'm excited to just watch it take off.
So perfect.
All
so are
right.
we. Thank you.
And we'll be right back after the break.